This is the review for Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Deluxe Arcee. They're being called revealers now. They're still deluxes to me. I picked this girl up on eBay, actually, because I did find her Wavemate Ratchet at Target, but I just couldn't find Arcee at Target, so I went ahead and paid almost retail for her online. So here is Arcee. She is smaller and a different mold, obviously, than her first edition version, which I do not have to compare. I just forgot to grab that. So, but here she is. She rolls very well, obviously. She's got two different weapons this time. This weapon very closely resembles her blaster, as you can see even with the edge of the blaster, but it is huge for her. It's got the two peg holes here like Voyager Optimus. One that looks like it's in the hand, and then one peg that's actually out. Then you've got one of her arm blades. And, but yeah, so here is Arcee. She is not the same tint of blue as the first edition figure. This is actually a lot lighter of a blue. Although it's a dark blue, it's still not nearly dark, and not nearly show accurate if you ask me, compared to the first edition figure. So yeah, but so here is Arcee. I do not have any vehicle comparisons for her right now, unfortunately, but like I said, she does roll very well, and her weapons can peg in to her front wheels, so she can have almost like a motorcycle joust with a gun and an arm blade. I don't know, but her legs are so similar compared to the first edition, in fact, that she even has the little peg pieces where her arm blades in the other version went, although this is a completely different molded legs. So, I don't know why they're there. So, to transform her, it's similar yet different. So, you just want to fold what will be her arm blades back. You want to fold her arms down like that. Rotate the arms around actually to have the back of the arm back here, because this will be the back, this will be her back. Like that. Then you want to come back here. You want to straighten out the legs. You want to fold the backpack piece back. Then a little cool thing, I guess, is the robots in disguise, like the head reveal almost. Her head reveal is that the more that you push her waist piece down into place, the more her head pops up. I don't know if it cut it off or not, because I wasn't looking at the camera, but the more that you do that, yeah, it pops the head out. So you want to pop her waist into place there, like that. Then you want to fold, this part is very similar, then you want to fold these pieces out, like that, into that'll form her legs. There you go. And there is her midsection there. Then you want to take the wheel, you want to fold it like that, and fold it around like that. And there, essentially, you have Arcee. Now, I'm going to stick the gun in this hand, and stick her arm blade in the back of that hand. Wait. Okay. And there you have Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise, Revealers, or Deluxe Arcee. So there is Arcee. She's noticeably smaller than I don't know what you want to compare to, but a lot of the newer Transformers are getting smaller because of Hasbro having to cut a little bit of cost to keep stuff at the same price, which if you look at Toys R Us is now charging $14.99 for deluxes. I think it's in most stores, and it's online, which I have a really strong tendency now. I have not bought a single Transformers Prime figure. Well, I bought one Transformers Prime figure, and that was Soundwave off of ToysRUs.com. That was because of that was before Target would let me have them out of the back room when they were still on their release date or whatever they were on. So yeah, but other than that, unless I have to, I really don't want to pay the $15. Heck, I got Arcee for $20 on eBay without any shipping, and that was still cheaper than what Toys R Us plus shipping would have been. So, yeah. So here is Arcee. The only comparison, I know this may be rubbing it the wrong way to a couple of you that haven't been able to find these guys at all, but I have a comparison with her case, wave mate, whatever you want to call her, Ratchet. And Ratchet's a little bit taller than her. Well, actually, no, I'm not sure. They're actually just about the same size. I think Ratchet's a smidge bigger, but not much. But yeah. So here is Arcee. She has her quirks. I don't want to say quirks. She has her positives and her negatives compared to the first edition and just in general. Positive, her chest. I'm not trying to be perverted and in this way at all, but obviously talking about even though it's a Transformer, a girl's chest, you know, that's kind of perverted. But her chest is a lot more show accurate. It's not just the front pieces of the motorcycle folding down to be her robo boobs. You know, it's not just that. And then her shoulders. These pieces were attached to her shoulders on the first edition figure, which in retrospect really kind of eliminated a lot of backpack that she could have had. But then again, it was a lot of backpack on her shoulders that didn't show off her show accurate or her actual shoulders, which I think are actually molded underneath the pieces, which there's a pin in them, so I'm not going to just take them off for that reason. She is smaller, which is a negative, obviously. Her legs are, although they're the same design, that really doesn't stand on like both of her feet being on the same level at one time. Although the design for the legs are flawed, this version does stand a lot easier. Her arm blade, I do like it. It seems a little better fitted. You know, and I like it. You know. And then her gun. Her gun is huge. I mean, for her arm blade, it's only supposed to be like, if it's going to be the size of the hand, maybe extend the hand down to maybe where the middle of her knee, or maybe down to the bottom of her knee, but not from her hand all the way down to her foot. That's much too big. That's a much too big of a gun for Arcee. But you know, it's fine. She's still show accurate. You know, she has parts that she's not show accurate compared to you know, the first edition, and yeah, but there's positive and negatives to both. So articulation wise, her head can rotate full 360 degrees. She has some nice slide piping, which I'm just gonna throw in there. Her arms, she can rotate 360 degrees at the shoulder, has a ball jointed elbow, ball jointed hand, or ball jointed at the wrist, ball jointed legs, and go forward and back, side to side. She can bend at the knee. No foot articulation due to how her feet transform. And she has no waist articulation also because of how she transforms. So that is Arcee right there. Again, at this point, she's kind of, I don't want to call her short-packed, but even though this is the first wave that she's been in, Hasbro has kind of screwed her and Ratchet over. Her and Ratchet are one to a case, and I think that's kind of stupid considering it's their wave. And I think like 2 or 3 of the people in that case are, again, Bumblebee. Bumblebee does not sell at all, because the Robots in Disguise Bumblebee, honestly, I might buy it, but it's a piece of crap. Like, it doesn't even look good. I've seen some pictures which have honestly made me want to buy it, but then I see something that just makes me turn away and go, ugh, I do not want to spend my money on that. I will probably end up buying the Voyager Optimus just because I don't have the first edition, and I don't know if the first edition will ever come out. Although Hasbro said they're trying, you know, but I don't know, but back to Arcee. You know, this is a very nice figure. I do highly, highly, highly recommend this figure. Although, you know, she's not the best figure out there, the Transformers Prime figures. I would probably get Ratchet first before I'd get Arcee, you know, and I'd get some of the Wave 1 figures like Soundwave and Wheeljack, and heck, maybe even Cliffjumper before I get Arcee. But still, Arcee is nonetheless a great addition to my collection. So there you guys have it. Transformers Prime, Robots in Disguise, Deluxe Class Arcee.